back to the Marvel Movie Minute, a daily podcast which we smash apart the films of the Marvel Cinematic Universe into 1-minute chunks so we can analyze them in scrupulous detail. I'm Kyle Olson from the Road to Infinity podcast.
Hey, and I'm Rob Cabasco, and Kyle.
Yes, sir.
I am going to name for you 5 classic movies that all have something in common, but that thing that they have in common, they don't have in common with the minute that we're about to talk about.
Oh, wow. It's like a quiz inside of a quiz.
Yeah, now that I've said it, it's way more confusing than I had planned. I digress.
Okay. All right, hit me with the list.
Here they are. Number 1, 1959's Ben-Hur. Okay. Number 2, 1960's Spartacus.
Ooh, okay.
Number 3, 1962's Lawrence of Arabia. Okay, and I've also got another movie from 62, The Longest Day.
Okay.
And finally, 1963's Cleopatra.
Oh, well, wow. Okay, my first thought is Men in Togas, except Longest Day doesn't have any Men in Togas that I remember.
They don't.
So, I don't know. What do they all have in common and not in common with this minute?
They all have epic crowd scenes.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, amazing crowd scenes with like real, no CGI, no nothing, just lots of people, and it's epic and it's incredible, cinematic. That is not the crowd that is assembled in this minute.
No, here in minute 102 of 2008's Incredible Hulk movie, directed by Louis Leterrier, the crowd here in I assume we're still in Harlem. I don't know how far away the helicopter actually flew.
We're just
upper New York.
We're just at ground level. We just know we're at ground level somewhere.
They have a odd reaction to the stuff that's going on. So let's dig in a little bit. So the Hulk is still roaring. So we left at the minute at 101 and he was roaring, and now we're at minute 2, still roaring, and at this point they could just be cutting to shots of everyone as they're watching him roar. And I believe if my counting is correctly, he roars for a full 8 seconds.
Well, the sky deserved it.
I guess so. He really wanted everybody to know, like, I beat this dude. I totally beat him. Do you see?
Oh boy, yeah, it's the rage.
This is the Hulk version of Are You Not Entertained?
Yes, it is.
This would be the part where they would hit the music, blast the pyro, and out he would go. So after the echoes died away and everybody's still standing around like, wow, something just happened here. So there's a soldier who decides, hey, Operation More Bullets is still in effect, right? And but he has... I'm sorry to this extra whose name I could not find. The dopiest expression on his face, because his mouth is making almost a perfect O. Like, whoa! The Hulk! And like, whose nephew is that?
What I don't get is, all right, we go from this,
ooh, as he's holding the gun, pointing at.
Wait, we get the screaming shot, and then we get another shot of Betty,
yes.
Which obviously she's obviously sad and stuff about this, but we get this shot of. You see Ross and this soldier. The soldier's right next to him. He's got his M16 right next to him, right? Ross just is looking with his mouth open and just goes and moves his hand over and puts the gun down. Now, here's what I didn't understand.
Yeah.
You then see that the soldier has his mouth as agape too, right?
Yes, right.
But I kind of read it as that the officer's, his mouth is agape when he's like, dude, why are you putting my gun down? Like, what's wrong with you? Don't you see what's just happened here? We've got to fire bullets at this thing.
See, no, this goes back to when the helicopter crashed down. Ross has thrown off the bullets. His Operation More Bullets is done. And he's like saying like, no, son, it wouldn't even work.
Is that what it is?
Don't even bother. But then they cut over, and then the next shot that is a cop, and he's like, oh, okay, we're not pointing guns? All right, cool.
Everybody put your guns down.
Well, okay, so what in the Hulk putting his foot on the Abomination and roaring to the sky for 8 seconds made them think, whew, everything's all calm and fine now?
Dude, I am totally perplexed by this. I am perplexed by Ross. I am perplexed by the guy next to him. I'm perplexed by him put the gun down. I am perplexed by now all of the policemen and soldiers are joined by random people.
Yeah.
Including children.
Yes.
And once again, I do not understand this. This is why I was crowd shot.
So here's a weird thing, though. In the shot where the cop is holding people back, right? There's a woman with her child, and the child is wearing a red jacket.
Right.
So when you watch them again, you'll see them then. They were actually from earlier in the movie, but they got cut out. I was watching one of the trailers, and there's a trailer shot of the two of them, and I don't know if it's this cop or another cop. I wasn't paying that much attention because, in uniform they all look like standing on the street in Harlem and looking up at presumably Abomination or possibly Hulk. And like this is supposed to be like a callback to that, but they didn't use that shot. So now it's just random people standing in the thing. So that's why there's like families.
What do you mean
there.
Callback? But that implies we're out for a night.
Oh yeah. No. Oh no. Let's get it all out here.
Okay, we're out for a night in Harlem with my child and stuff. We're having all fun.
Yes.
Oh my God,
right.
Everything's blowing up. There's 14-foot tall monsters running around. We have to run. Wait, Mom, no. There's more explosions. Let's go there.
The helicopter went that way. All right, let's run to where the old courthouse burned down.
Why are
where
all
the
these people? I don't understand.
Gather.
Exactly. What is happening? This doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so that was a good edit then, because cutting that thing out and having because this isn't what the Iron Man kid from Iron Man 2, But yeah, I know it's all this. Everything's fine. Everything would stand down. I'm like, I don't really get a whole lot of calm stand down. At this point.
Don't understand why everyone is there. I don't understand why everybody is standing down. I don't understand any of this.
But who in all this is the calm, secure voice of reason? Is one Dr. Betty Ross.
Oh, I know.
So Betty slowly walks up, and this is what I like about this is that Betty slowly walks away. Ross is like, "Are you really gonna walk over there?" Like he has this expression, and Hulk just does this move, and then he kicks Abomination into there. Now this actually reminded me of something when he did it. Now this is one of those things where it's a reference that only I'm going to get, but hey, I'm one of the hosts, so I get to do this. So Hulk kicks the body and rolls it on the front, and what I heard in my head was,
"Here is your hero! Here is your protector! Take him and bury him!"
So that was Bane. So from that wasn't from Dark Knight Returns Bane, so this is a film podcast, but that was actually from the Nightfall BBC audio drama. But that's in my head, that's what I heard. So obviously Bane is from South America in every version except like the movie ones.
Right.
But that was what I heard. Like there he is. Take him. So yeah, I think when we were talking about, you were like, "Here's your garbage, Ross."
Yeah, here you go. Right? Like it's the whole way the scene is filmed.
Yeah,
it's the Hulk kicking him towards. Not only is he trying to get Abomination out of the way so Betty can come towards him, he's literally kicking him like, "Yeah, here you go. We're done." It's it really does. I mean, William Hurt really does have this great
It's a really cool shot too, because it's shot from like above and you're looking down at the body, and then it like swoops down. There must have been another crane shot as it swoops down to find him standing there like, "Man, I am so fired now."
Yeah, no, I'm disgusted with myself. I'm disgusted with this mess. I'm disgusted with you. I'm disgusted with all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what he has looked. And of course, that soldier that was next to him still has his mouth, like his jaw's still on the floor, which is so ridiculous.
Tennis ball stare.
I know.
So Betty slowly walks up, and the thing I like about this is that the Hulk is just calmly waiting.
Right.
We've seen the Hulk in full-on rage and tearing stuff apart and throwing things and everything. And now he's just like, Betty's walking up to him, and he isn't walking towards her. He doesn't like looking around like, where's the next hit going to come from?
Right.
He's just casually just like waiting for her to come to there. I'm like, wow, that's for the Hulk, that's kind of a big deal. So she walks up and says, "It's okay." So I don't know if her thought in this is, let's calm him down so that I can have Bruce back and we can do, or like, I want you to meet my dad for real. Like, I don't know what her, like the long-term thing is. But so Hulk reaches out and Betty's crying and he takes one of her tears. And it actually reminded me of Terminator 2.
Oh, yeah.
"I know why you cry, but I know something I will never do." Either that, or you could do the other way of like, "Why it rain on your face?" But I'm going to go with the T2 thing. Terminator 2.
Oh, that's
Judgment
great.
Day. So then we're like, okay, here we go. So like he's Hulk has something to say, and he's about to say it. So he looks down the tier, he looks back at her, and he says, "Buh!" And that's where the minute ends.
Oh, what?
I know! It's just the weird, like, the way the algorithm works or whatever of when it cuts out. So, he's about to say something really important. We know it starts with a B, but that's where the minute ends. So we won't find out the end of that word until minute 103.
I hope it's barf. Why are you crying? Hulk wins. Hulk always wins, and he takes off. Wait,
Maybe she's gonna roar in her face.
Jeez. Okay,
baby,
so,
baby, please, baby.
No,
please.
there's not a whole. I mean, there's not much more to say other than this is interesting. No. Obviously, Ross's reaction, which I think is a great shot. There is this really wonderful. I love as Betty is walking up to him. It cuts to sort of like a sort of a all-encompassing shot, a wide shot. Where you see the two of them, you see the crowd in the background, a little bit of some blur for the aperture of this. You see the background, the columns. I really thought this was a cool effect.
Yeah, it's a little, it's almost a fresco.
Yes.
It's like the two in the front and then like the crowd gathering behind. Oh, what's happening here,
But I got to tell you, for a CGI character, very realistic.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really well done. I mean, this is a great, again, props to the correct
Rhythm and hues, baby.
to the correct effects company. Way to go. I thought that shot itself just really, really pops in this minute. And then, I think it is kind of neat to see him it'd be so docile and to go ahead and go for to have that moment where he can actually touch her so gently taking the tear.
But still going back to our problems with the thing there, like the only people who know sort of the Hulk's deal on that, I was going to do it again. They're not on the roof.
I know.
In this building that is totally on ground level, which we knew the whole time, are Ross and Betty and obviously Hulk and Abomination, but all the rest of the people have no idea who Hulk is or what his deal is. So
there's no relationship.
Right. And they see him like this smallish comparatively woman walking up to
Hulk,
and it's just like, why are the cops like, ma'am stay away from the weapon of mass destruction?
It doesn't, seriously, there's parts
like,
of this
that one guy with the mustache pushed that gun down, so I guess everything's okay.
There's parts of this that are beautiful and I think are really nice between their characters, and there's other parts of this that I just don't understand what happened.
Yeah, and what do the people who watched this happen think? What is their perspective on the Hulk, and what happened in Harlem, and then it ended up being here? I don't know. It's sort of baffling to me. I know, but we're at the point where it's just wrap it up. We got to get to the credits.
No, I think you have that.
The big fighty fight is done. Let's get this guy out of here.
We've talked about in the previous minute. You even mentioned the possibilities of what could have been, maybe what was happening and why this seems so stilted. Yeah, maybe there was a different plan. Who knows?
Yeah, but they're just trying to take us home, Louis.
Well, here's what you can do. Why doesn't HBO Max talk to Universal, give them 2 truckloads of money and say, look, Ed, come back. We'll let you refinish this.
So would it be? Are we? So is the movement we're starting? Is it release the Leterrier cut or is it release the Norton cut?
Oh,
it's.
I don't know. That's not going to age well.
No.
I don't know, but no, clearly, I feel just already, as this is the end of as the antagonist of the movie, of the main monster antagonist. Well, actually, of both. Kind of
the title character.
Right. No, it really just sort of, that's how it went. That's how it ended, huh? All right, interesting.
Yeah,
I guess. I don't know. Maybe more happens the next minute when he says barf.
I know, I'd say we're not. So we're gonna find out more in minute 103. In the meantime, if you want to be part of this movement that we're apparently starting to release the uncut Hulk,
survey said.
No, wait, I don't like that.
No, yeah, don't go there.
Release the expanded version of the
survey said.
No, I don't like that either. Here we go. We're starting a movement, and we need your help to name it. And you know where a great place to do that would be? It'd be on the Next Reel Film Podcast and Marvel Movie Minute Executive Lounge. Did I do that backwards?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I just Executive Lounge.
You know where a great place to do that would be? It'd be on the Marvel Movie Minute and Next Reel Film Podcast Executive Lounge, only on Facebook. You can join our lounge. You have to ask to join, but that's just because we're trying to keep out the bots and the weirdos. So go to facebook.com/groups/the next reel and come join in our discussions. It will make your Facebook experience 0.5% better.
Nice.
So thank you all for listening. We'll be back here to talk about minute 103 of The Incredible Hulk as we're getting to the ultimate conclusion. Hope you had a smashing good time. Until next time, true believers.
Bye. I always wanted to get a big growly buyout. Oh, no, done.